If a soul, that is man, sinneth, and heareth the voice of an oath, and is witness, that is required to bear witnessing of a thing that he knoweth, for either he saw, either is witting, if he showeth not, but hideth the truth, he shall bear his sin. A person that toucheth any unclean thing, or which is slain of a beast, either is dead by itself, either toucheth any other creeping beast, and forgetteth his uncleanness, he is guilty, and trespasseth. And if he toucheth anything of the uncleanness of man, by all the uncleanness by which he is wont to be defiled, and he forgetteth it, and knoweth this afterward, he shall be subject to that trespass. A soul that sweareth, and bringeth forth with his lips, that he should do either evil or well, and doeth it not, and confirmeth the same thing with an oath, either with a word, and forgetteth what he swore, or said, and afterward understandeth his trespass, do he penance for his sin. And offer he of the flocks a female lamb, either a goat, and the priest shall pray for him, and for his sin. But if he may not offer a beast, offer he 2 turtles, either 2 culver birds to the Lord, one for sin, and the t'other into burnt sacrifice. And he shall give those to the priest, which shall offer the first for sin, and shall fold again the head thereof to the wings, so that it cleave to the neck, and be not broken utterly. And the priest shall sprinkle the wall of the altar of the blood thereof, swiftly whatever is residue, he shall make to drop down at the foundament of the altar, for it is for sin. Swiftly he shall burn the t'other bird into burnt sacrifice, as it is wont to be done. And the priest shall pray for him, and for his sin, and it shall be forgiven to him. That if his hand for poverty may not offer 2 turtles, either 2 culver birds, he shall offer for his sin the 10th part of ephah of tried wheat flour. He shall not put oil into it, neither he shall put anything of incense, for it is for sin. And he shall give it to the priest, which priest shall take up a handful thereof, and shall burn it on the altar, in the mind of him that offered it. And the priest shall pray for him, and cleanse him. Forsooth, the priest shall have the t'other part into gift. And the Lord spake to Moses, and said, If a soul, that is a man, breaketh ceremonies by error, and sin in these things that be hallowed to the Lord, he shall offer for his trespass a ram, without wem of the flocks, that may be bought for 2 shekels at the weight of the sanctuary. And he shall restore that harm that he did, and he shall put the 5th part thereof above, and he shall give it to the priest, which priest shall pray for him, and offer the ram, and it shall be forgiven to him. A soul, that is, a man, that sinneth by ignorance, and doeth one of these things that be forbidden in the law of the Lord, and is guilty of sin, and understandeth his wickedness, he shall offer to the priest a ram without wem of the flocks, by the measure and estimation, or value of the sin, and the priest shall pray for him, for he did unwittingly, and it shall be forgiven to him, for by error he trespassed against the Lord.